Hey everyone, this is Social Dissonance, also known as Shepard. Today should be part 18 of the Let's Play. So, without further ado, I've already done a little bit of grinding. It may seem like quite a jump from before, but some time was left with it just running, and then I actually did spend quite an amount of time just farming up a large amount of ores just for something to show off later. You'll see, though, that in terms of actual progress in the storyline and quests, I have not gone anywhere since the last one. In any case, there's a whole bunch of things that people want to say to me. I haven't had a chance to talk to them yet because I figured you guys might want to actually see what they have to say. So I'll start with the chief's son. Trying to figure out what he's trying to say. Oh, okay. So I believe we're going to get the chance to create a honey farm, which is great. I mean, honey isn't impossible to get online. In fact, you can get it pretty easily if you do a number of trades. But that aside, if you're only offline, it's great because then you can start pumping out honey, which you can then put into potions to make them mega potions, which are pretty much the bog standard way to heal yourself in most quests. Other than that, the artisan has something to say. Oh, okay. So now it looks like we'll finally be able to make the switch axe, from the looks of things. Oh, I can make one of them already. Huh. How about that? I thought I was going to have to actually beat the Qurupeco first. It would appear I was wrong. Well, in any case, I have a pretty set plan in terms of taking out the Qurupeco. People did vote on the hammer. So I'm going to start with that. And then it was tied between the Great Sword and Bowgun. So I'll be showing that off. And then we'll see what happens afterwards. So I put together both an alloy set and a jaggy set. Now, attack up medium is a pretty decent skill. But the thing is with the bone bludgeon is it has such a low amount of sharpness that if you can keep it in green sharpness, that damage multiplier is probably going to be better off than the medium damage bonus that you would get otherwise. Oh, and I have to actually change the weapon as well. Alright, let's see, everything aside. Let's see, I'm at 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, if I can just get a 1-slot charm, I would be able to get critical eye +3. Well, and I should actually probably bring a couple of items. I think I might want to bring a shock trap. Only because... Oh, and watch how I do that. It's trap tool plus a thunderbug. Shock trap. Only because it would make it easier to actually knock out the Qurupeco. You know, not being able to knock him out. Well, you know, getting to his head is pretty difficult with a hammer. Unless you're really good at timing your attacks, which I guess I'm decent. But this way, I'll definitely be able to break his head. I'm going to be combining meat and drink to get a small health boost and a small attack boost. And I'm going to use Slugger so that the KO damage from my hammer is greater if I get it. Health is increased, attack is increased, and I got Slugger. That's great. If you're using 2 fresh ingredients, the odds of getting a skill from one of those lists increases pretty dramatically. Oh, and here's a bunch of items that Cha-Cha has been collecting. He'll hold on to them until you talk to him. Okay, and I'm going to change his actual attack, his ability. I want to give him ice because the Qurupeco is weak to ice. He's learned a couple new things. He's learned an affinity boost, an attack boost, a couple different things. Weather Breaker actually may not be bad because of all the wind that Qurupeco beats out when he flies around, but I think ice will do just fine. Okay, so here is... Oh! You know what? I'm going to go ahead and bring a pitfall trap as well. because one of the sub-quests is trap him. And I guess you'll be able to see me combining the things necessary in order to put together a pitfall trap as well. You need a... Ooh, I only have one ivy? Ooh. And I have no spider webs. Well, if I had spider webs, that would be better. But I don't, so I'll just have to do that sub-quest some other time. And again, this one is a hunt, so I don't even necessarily have to trap him. Well, I didn't bring any Trink Bombs, so I couldn't trap him if I wanted to, or capture him, that is. And with this weapon, and with the abilities that I have, he should die pretty quickly. And you see the initial health boost that you get from the beginning food items, or the beginning things that you get from the cat are pretty weak. Okay, so I can't remember exactly what area he starts off in. He probably starts off in area 4. I'm just going to give Cha-Cha some food now. He deserves it. My buds, the Rhinopoli. Qurupeco's main draw is his ability to sing out different songs, which he'll probably demonstrate for us a number of times before I take him out. I thought he started in Area 4. Trying to think what would be the best place to run to first. Check Area 3 really quickly. To be honest, I very rarely fight him in the Sandy Plains. Usually if I'm going to be farming him, I'm going to be fighting him in the Deserted Isle and capturing him. His home is in Area 7. That's where he goes when he's weak. And I don't know how often he runs around in the actual desert. I mean, clearly they give you items to sustain you in the desert, so he must go there sometimes, but I'm just going to go chill out in Area 4 and look for him there again. If he's not there, I guess I'll go to Area 8. Eventually, Cha-Cha will get a new mask that will let us pinpoint the monster anytime we want. Fortunately, we don't have it now. Well, let's check out Area 8. Let's drink a little hot drink first. Oh, okay. My apologies, because it's the first time I'm doing the quest. He's going to be in one very specific area. Qurupeco is acting a really cool dude. Should I kill the Jaggy too? I'll kill him if he shows up and bothers me. Otherwise, I'm just going to focus on the Qurupeco. We can just time our Super Pound. Coincide right with the head. Oh, wow. Okay, so again, just with a little luck with your timing, you should have no problem knocking him out at least once. Oh, I missed that golf swing. That sucks. Okay, now that I'm at normal sharpness, I'm going to start bouncing on the wings. So I've got some whetstones, so I'm going to go ahead and use them. Why not? And you know that the Great Jaggy just wants to be like a huge jerk. Uh-oh. Wow, I actually got hit. I blame the Jaggy for that, not myself. Alright, so you see there, the Cha-Cha just disappeared in a puff of green smoke. Whenever he gets damaged enough, he tries to get out of the area. And the bosses can actually do damage to each other, which is really interesting. It's a really interesting mechanic in this game. Well, at the very least, I'll get a King's Frill possibly in the rewards. So if you look very carefully in the replay there, you'll see that the Jaggy actually caused a little bit of blood to spray out of the Qurupeco. By the way, the Qurupeco will have a projectile attack of him spewing out some sort of stomach acid at you. You can actually... Okay, so right there I threw a Sonic Bomb at him. That was to stop him from completing whatever call or song he was doing. I think the Great Jaggy's run away for some reason. And now would probably be a good time to hit him with a paintball. Did I hit him or did I hit Cha-Cha? Okay, it doesn't help if you hit Cha-Cha. Okay, my goal is to try and break that face of his. I might drop down a shock trap relatively soon. Oh wait, he's ready to, I mean, he's technically ready to capture. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to intercept him in Area 7. I'll probably lay a shock trap and then try and catch him with 2 super pounds. I'll catch him when he lands, and then I'll catch him when he's actually in the trap. But that may not even be necessary. Well, certainly it wouldn't hurt. There we go. There's that broken face that we were all looking for. Alright, I think he's going to be calling our friends the Rhinopolis. Which is fine. They don't really bother me. Okay, and he does that little butt shake there. He's kind of like directing his target to attack you. Oh, I know, he called the Great Jaggy. Oops. You can tell based on the call. I've got the volume on my television way low so it doesn't interfere with the actual recording. You don't hear double. But he'll either call the Jaggy, Rhinopolis, or sometimes he'll even call like a real dragon-looking person. That sort of strategy I'm doing there, just like running circles around him and dropping super pounds. That's a great strategy for just about every monster there is in the game. Not just Qurupeco. It can be a little hard sometimes if you're playing online to not actually like hurt your teammates. But aside from that, it's really never all that rough. Okay, so you know, you might be tempted to really like go all out and try and destroy the Great Jaggy right now. But once the Qurupeco's actually died, I don't believe you can get additional rewards. If you kill him, you might be able to get a carve. But the way that rewards are done now is, you know, each monster you kill. It used to be in old games, you know, you'd only get rewards based on the actual quest. Now it's based on the monsters you kill within the quest, which is a fairly significant improvement. It's worth killing monsters that show up, and especially with Qurupeco that will summon monsters whenever he needs them. Yeah. No, it's a lot more satisfying. I guess I didn't break his face earlier. I thought I did. Yeah, feathers are nice. Scales are nice. Monster Bone mediums are decent but necessary. Oh. Oh, I guess I did break the face. Okay, yeah, because if I got a Screamer, then I did.